ourselves to make certain that that doesn't happen.
General, I do think it's also interesting, just for, as Americans watching this, and you see the relief of the, I mean, these might be the family members that have come with the Americans who are being released today that you can see live on your screen right now. And obviously there is joy and relief, and I can understand that. Yet today here in New York, you have the sanctioned president of Iran flying on a sanctioned aircraft on a Biden-approved visa to enter the United States for this UNGA meeting, while we know they are actively plotting terror attacks on U.S. citizens, and $6 billion lands in the bank account by the time he lands. And I think when people wonder about the trust in institutions, this is part of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a rogue, malign regime. You see what they do to their people when they demonstrate against them and protest just basic freedoms, like how should women dress. And what do they do to those people? They shoot them, they kill them, they torture them, and they put them in jail. They do this in full public display. This is at the heart of this regime. They are morally bankrupt, and we know that for a fact. Now, they are members of the United Nations. Do they have a right to go to the United Nations and sit at meetings? Yes, they have that right, and they certainly would be doing that if the United Nations was someplace other than New York City. But also, we have a microphone at the United Nations, and we could point our finger at them in terms of what this malign behavior has. I will bet that that does not happen, that we don't try to isolate this regime for its behavior, its history of killing Americans and our allies and partners in the regime, despite the fact we have made this deal with them. Our mission should be to organize against them, Dana, and to isolate them for the malign regime that they really are, and to help the people in Iran as much as we possibly can to move against this regime and overthrow it.
President Biden makes his address at the UN tomorrow. I don't know in what capacity this topic comes up, if it does at all, General. Seems the address is more aligned to call to mind the war in Ukraine and Russia's invasion there. General, stand by one moment. To the UN we go, and Jackie Heinrich with more possible reaction from there and or the White House. Jackie, what do you have?
We just got the announcement, Bill, from President Biden praising the release of these 5 Americans, thanking